Here's how our new Dungeons & Dragons show works. It's called Please Don't Kill Us, and our first season is taking place during the Salem witch trials. We will play a coven of witches whose mission it is to stop the evil, pesky Puritans. At certain points in the game, we will reach a crossroads, which gives the audience the ability to choose what will happen in the story through a live poll. The winning choice will then become canon in the game and shape our world and story forever. The power is in your hands, so we humbly ask, please don't kill us. Here's how our new Dungeons & Dragons show works. It's called Please Don't Kill Us, and our first season is taking place during the Salem witch trials. We will play a coven of witches whose mission it is to stop the evil, pesky Puritans. At certain points in the game, we will reach a crossroads, which gives the audience the ability to choose what will happen in the story through a live poll. The winning choice will then become canon in the game and shape our world and story forever. The power is in your hands, so we humbly ask, please don't kill us. Here's how our new Dungeons & Dragons show works. It's called Please Don't Kill Us, and our first season is taking place during the Salem witch trials. We will play a coven of witches whose mission it is to stop the evil, pesky Puritans. At certain points in the game, we will reach a crossroads, which gives the audience the ability to choose what will happen in the story through a live poll. The winning choice will then become canon in the game and shape our world and story forever. The power is in your hands, so we humbly ask, please don't kill us. Here's how our new Dungeons & Dragons show works. It's called Please Don't Kill Us, and our first season is taking place during the Salem witch trials. We will play a coven of witches whose mission it is to stop the evil, pesky Puritans. At certain points in the game, we will reach a crossroads, which gives the audience the ability to choose what will happen in the story through a live poll. The winning choice will then become canon in the game and shape our world and story forever. The power is in your hands, so we humbly ask, please don't kill us. Here's how our new Dungeons & Dragons show works. It's called Please Don't Kill Us, and our first season is taking place during the Salem witch trials. We will play a coven of witches whose mission it is to stop the evil, pesky Puritans. At certain points in the game, we will reach a crossroads, which gives the audience the ability to choose what will happen in the story through a live poll. The winning choice will then become canon in the game and shape our world and story forever. The power is in your hands, so we humbly ask, please don't kill us.
We are live! Is that right?
We're live!
Yay! Welcome everyone to season 1, episode 1 of Please Don't Kill Us. Woo! Yes, it's the Dungeons and Dragons game where it is your world and we are just living in it. We're so happy that you're here. We're so happy to be together and to be playing. And let's jump right into this and meet our cast. His real name is John. What else is he lying to us about? It's Jack Dodge, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Lying about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. In Puritan England, New England, that would have been a punishable offense. Perjury. Lying.
Oh.
So with that hair, so...
You're right.
Don't come.
So true. After reading The Crucible in high school, she changed her name on Facebook to Goody Cassidy. It's Cass Curtis Lugo.
That started a movement.
It really did. How many people did that with you?
I would say, like, our whole class just about
Yeah, that's
went
insane.
for it, which was weird.
You know what I just learned? I learned that Goody is actually... It's not how the Puritans refer to all women, but only married women.
Oh.
I had no idea. It stands for good wife, I believe.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you spoken for?
Not here at this table.
Okay.
Well, she used to work for WWE Wrestling. It's Macy Atkinson.
Yeah.
Macy, I have a question for you. Which wrestling move is your favorite?
The twirly back, smash him down, knock him out, teeth are on the ground.
Is that a serious
No, I
move?
don't remember any of the moves.
Really?
That sounded very
No, I was
real.
like blacking out during all of the fighting.
Got it.
Were you fighting? Oh my god, no.
I was writing.
You were writing.
We'll talk.
Writing, not a fighter. I like it.
Yeah, and last but not least, it is the spookiest bitch I know. It's Eric Wiegand. Are you feeling great? It's October, your favorite month.
It really is my favorite month. I can feel it like slipping away like sand in my hands.
So true.
Already?
Eric's-
Yeah.
Eric's birthday is Halloween.
That's true.
The
So is
31st.
my mother's.
Whoa! That's very
Crazy.
cool.
She might be watching HBD Mom.
So is my great aunt and my great grandmother.
Oh.
Wow.
Halloween
babies?
Halloween babies.
What?
Weird.
That's true.
Wow, that is crazy.
Don't cross this way.
Okay, well, cool. Let's jump into this. I'm so honored to be at this table with these incredible people. And we're going to go all the way back to 1692. But before we do, Jack, can you explain sort of the premise of this show and how the audience votes, how they change our fates during this game?
Absolutely. So when we were coming up with the concept for this game, we had talked about, like, oh, we want to do a Dungeons & Dragons game, but, like, there's so many people that do Dungeons & Dragons shows. And then we came up with the idea of, like, oh, well, what if the audience chose? So we had to figure out how the hell that was going to happen. It's really cool technology, but it does take a little bit of effort on your part. So at certain points of the game, we will pull up a different screen. It'll be called a crossroads, and that'll mean it's your turn to vote. In the YouTube chat, meaning that you have to log in to a YouTube account to chat in the chat. Try it now. Put a W in the chat. Yeah, using the YouTube chat, you're going to use... you're going to type in exclamation point, like the exclamation point, vote, like you're about to vote, and then you'll have a prompt come up, and you'll write in the word that corresponds to the prompt. So if there's a poll that says, who is better, Mariah Carey or Jack, you would say, vote, exclamation point, vote, Jack. And then your vote...
One could.
And then your vote will be tracked. You'll see it on screen. And then the winner of the poll will change our game. It'll become canon. It'll be manifest into the game.
Yeah. Well, Jack, now that you're mentioning it, should we just do one right now?
Ooh.
I say we go to our first one. I hope you're ready to vote. Because the first vote of the whole game, go to our crossroads. The first crossroads is who takes a shot? Is it Jack and Cass? Write in the chat, exclamation point, vote JK.
Where do you have liquor hidden in here?
Or is it exclamation point, vote ME for Macy and Eric? Is it Jack and Cass? Okay, we have 3 votes for Jack and Cass.
Oh my god, okay.
Actually, please, I could use it. So, yeah.
And yes, you were right. They're hidden right here.
Oh my god.
Ready to go.
Already. Free board.
Okay, we have 1 vote for Macy and Eric. 2 votes, Macy and Eric.
Oh, okay.
It seems as though
okay.
somebody changed their vote.
Oh.
Cass to Macy
Good
and Eric.
tide.
But they're still in the lead with 6 votes, Jack and Cass. There's 14 seconds left on the clock,
Okay.
and when it comes down to 0...
Cass is hoping, praying,
Uh-oh.
please.
It's 5 to 3. 5 to 3.
5 to 3 for you guys?
Yeah.
5 to 3 for you guys.
And
we're
that
done.
is it.
That's
The
it.
time is up.
Let's go.
Jack and Cass.
All right.
Bad shot.
Well, cheers.
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 Clink.
Silence. They hear us just gurgle. Awesome. So it seems like you guys knew how to do that.
How to take a shot? Yeah.
Oh, not the top, but
You're right.
the voting. Incredible. So, as you see, there's always tricks up our sleeve, and I'm about to actually present you guys with another one. During this game, you guys have all played Dungeons & Dragons before, and those of you at home, you might have or might not have played Dungeons & Dragons before. I'm going to introduce one more thing into our gameplay as we take it back to 1692. And that is something called the suspicion gauge. If at any moment there is reason to suspect your player of being a witch, the DM, me, will have you roll on the suspicion gauge. You'll roll 3 d10s, and every roll 6 or below, you will receive a suspicion mark. If you ever get, in the entirety of this entire campaign, 6 suspicion marks, you're summoned to court.
We'll be taken to court.
You'll be taken to court.
You're going to court.
If, on your roll of 3 d10s, you roll 6, 6, 6, you're taken straight to court.
Immediately.
You're immediately taken to court.
Oh.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Great.
Yes.
everyone got that? Does
Got
that
it.
make sense, everyone?
This is big. I love it.
All right.
Wow.
Well, if that is all settled, let's get into Season 1, Episode 1 of Please Don't Kill Us.
Spooky. Spookier than I thought.
Salem, Massachusetts, 1692. A chilling October wind cuts through the sky as you hear doors lock, doors slam, as the sun threatens to set. Everyone rushing around to make sure they have everything they need to do done before night falls. And somewhere, or it might be everywhere, you hear boom, boom, boom. It might be a drum, it might be a gavel, or it could be something else entirely. An hour away, in South Peabody, Massachusetts, a group of witches is having a blast. They are dancing around a large wooden table. Lemon cakes and turkeys, full turkeys, a small pumpkin get passed around the table. 2 of them have large shots. And you sit around and you celebrate in this beautiful open field. Some of you have been living together for a long time. Some of you have just joined this coven in South Peabody. But as you sit around, you enjoy the 46th annual South Peabody Harvest Festival. This year, the crop of choice, cranberries. They're abundant. And there's been dancing, there's been laughter, there's been music, games played. And as you sit in your joyous revelry, the silence falls upon you guys. And you hear, somewhere in your hearts, the sounds of a voice saying, speech. Speech.
Quiet down, quiet down. I'd like to say a few words. It's been 45 years since I stepped foot in this home. After the loss of my husband and my home, as you know, they went up in flames. I left the town of my birth and sought pursuit on the road, and stumbled upon this very house, quite ugly on the outside, but very homely on the inside. And with it, I found hope, purpose, and family. Old friends and new. I am honored to share this meal with you, and I can only hope to see the next harvest next year with you all by my side. Now, here's to a night none of us will remember.
The clinking of glasses. And what does your character look like?
Okay, so I'm an old woman. Old. Crow's feet for days. I have wiry hair that's kind of, frizzy because it's just so grayed. But it's actually like a streaks of black on the side, mostly gray in the middle, kind of like Stacy from What Not to Wear, but more.
Yeah.
And I have like a full-ish head of hair on top, but it gets thin and scraggly like beyond the shoulders. I am small, like 5'2". I am old, but I'm spry enough to, keep it moving. I wear mostly black blouses and cloaks, except for my small brooch that's made of wood. It's a little yew twig. And I have a wooden ring, which was my wedding band from my husband, Harry. And yeah, I just look very much like a witch. Very old.
Very good. And what's her name?
I'm Philippa Bag. Philippa Bag.
Philippa, first name Philippa, last name
First
Bag.
name Philippa, last name Bag. Philippa Bag. And that's who I'm 68, so giving old. And for that time, ancient.
Yeah. So Philippa, you stand up, you give this beautiful speech to your friends, and then what do?
Well, who's next? How about how about our oldest friend?
Come on! Impossible to follow after my oldest friend, but also fitting. For those I haven't met, don't know very well, before I start, is everyone good on drinks and food? Does anyone need anything? Are we all set? Okay. I want everyone to be comfortable here. For those who don't know, been in this house a long time. Died in this house, lived in this house, met my chosen family in this house. And a couple of years ago, and by that I do mean 60 years ago, I never would have thought that I'd be sitting here with such wonderful friends, getting to cook for you all. How is it? How is the cranberry sauce?
I can't complain. I can't complain this time.
Okay, that's good to hear. Philippa saved me when she came here. I had been alone for far too long, and having you all here means more than you know. So cheers to this year's harvest and to many more bountiful harvests.
And to your cooking.
Thank you. Oh, please. Thank God for that.
And what's your character's name?
Okay, I am Philippa. The middle. Credence.
Not Philippa.
Oh, sorry. Piety Credence Mead. I named myself after Philippa.
Right.
I'm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Piety Credence Mead is the full name.
And given your unusual form, what does it look like when you rise to stand to give this speech?
So it's immediately visible to anyone in the room. Doesn't even need to really be recognized. I hover 1 foot off the ground immediately. I am a ghost, with a human form. However, I would describe myself as a Molly Weasley type, but I'm younger. I'm late 20s, early 30s, or I was when I died. I'm stuck there. I I'm big caretaker, very homely, very warm, huge tits. I'm wearing a kind of off-kilter mix of common garb and very nice trinkets and things that there's a sense that I have found them. I have curly red hair, and I'm short but I'm floating, so I mean I can cut for it and being off the ground a bit. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So she gives a beautiful, rousing speech, piety, credence, mead, and floats back down to her seat. Who's next?
Well, I suppose, yes. Following all that sentiment of just gratitude and thanks and companionship. It's a really beautiful thing that the two of you have. I miss that. I miss having that, and that's why I found myself here. I spent a long year by myself after my husband died, and I have my kids. My son stayed behind, as you know. Just me and Kate here, me and my daughter.
As you say her name, she says, "Mommy!" She comes running up to you, hugging you.
Baby girl. Well, we're both very, very grateful to be here. To be free, to be who we are.
And to be widows.
And to be single women in this world. Yes. So, in description, my character, I'm Eliza Blackfoot. I would say I'm about 5'7", 5'8", average height human. I have very, very curly, like brownish blonde, sandy blonde hair. Green eyes like that leaf right there on that strawberry. Very green eyes, freckled face, dimples. My eyes are wide with the world. I feel like there's a bit of an innocence behind the look of my eyes and my face, but even though I am like 37 years old, there is still this like youth, I think, that hangs on, and is apparent in my eyes, especially when I smile. But I'm wearing, as most women would not at this time, I'm wearing pants, some nice grayish wool pants that I had tailored down. They used to belong to my husband, so they're worn in and they're dirtied from working and farming in them. I wear clothes that are practical for our lifestyle, for living. I have a large blouse on, and then over that, like a kind of like a corset thing, but it has straps over the shoulders, and it's something that you would wear normally underneath, like a larger overcoat bed dress thing that women would wear, but I'm just wearing it like that. And I have these pockets, this like pocket belt attached to me as well, that it's like a belt that I tie around my waist. It has pouches to the side to stand in as pockets, and then around my neck I have this leather deerskin like little totem bag, like amulet, which is carrying several small objects. And that's me.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, cheers.
Someone wants to say that your undergarments are showing. Is that true?
These?
No, I
My
think your
bloomers?
character.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, and as we turn to the final person at the table, I would actually like to turn to the audience and ask, who is Eric playing? Could we go to the crossroads, please, Jack?
Oh my god, what?
No!
You have two characters?
Yes, is he playing the Massachusetts Massachusetts frog
So
person.
sick.
Please put in the chat !vote frog if he's playing the Massachusetts frog person, and if he's playing Marjorie, a girl whose best friend is a goat that might be Satan. Type in the chat !vote goat. That's right! !vote frog or !vote goat.
I feel like goat.
Go.
Goat, right? I mean, come on, vote goat, vote goat.
Okay, we've got three. We've got 3 votes. The Massachusetts frog person. We've got 4 votes. Marjorie, with the girl whose best friend.
Come
might
on,
be a-
come on, goat. Come on, goat.
There's something to frog too, though. We can't sleep on it.
We can't sleep on the frog, but come on, the goat. Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
We've got 8 votes with 4 seconds left. 3 votes frog. 8 votes Marjorie.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's Marjorie.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Rip
So you're a
this
goat.
up.
Or no, you're not a goat.
No, I'm not
So
a goat.
Jonathan was all over us.
So as it turns to me, you see a little girl stand up. This is who appears to be a 10-year-old child with a rope, short rope that is tied like a leash around the neck of a pretty ragged-looking goat that was about the same size as her.
Oh shit.
And has sort of big curly red hair. She has what looks to be like an old drab school uniform that's seen much better days. She has like a sailor's cap that's too big for her head, just resting on top of her curly hair. And she stands up. She turns to all of you and says, "Philip and I would like to thank you all for the great warm welcome that you've given us in the past week. Philip has told me this is the nicest place that he has stayed in a long while. I try to find the coziest of homes for Philip, and this is doing quite splendidly, and for that, have only to thank Piety, Philippa, and Eliza. You are gems in this world, and me and Philip, we won't forget it. Thank you."
Oh.
Philip.
We're so happy to.
She just like shovels a bunch of food into Philip's mouth. That Philip is noshing of.
Does Philip speak?
I think probably in the last week, you have seen us, lean our heads together, but
Exchanging words.
you have not heard
Yeah,
of us.
you've never spoken to Philip.
Right.
Really?
Philip and Philippa.
Me?
Well,
I know.
yeah.
Well, you're asking. You get the vibe for sure.
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
What are the more ale?
You're 10.
I don't know the guy.
It's the only
for
clean
Philip?
water, says Philip.
Oh.
I hold out an empty flagon. More ale.
Well.
10-year-old can drink me under the table.
You're a ghost. It literally goes under the table and passes through your body.
I just kind of lean close to Philip and just feed ale into Philip's mouth.
Yeah, his jaw unhinges. Yeah. As ale gets poured into it. And at that moment, all of a sudden, everyone roll a perception check. First rolls.
Ooh.
Okay,
Natural one.
okay. Oh no.
Yeah.
13.
13.
10.
10.
6.
6. So as Marjorie unhinges the jaw of Philip the goat and pours ale into his gullet, she's actually doing it really casually, looking around while all of you are awestruck by what you're seeing. And as Marjorie looks around, you notice, Marjorie, in the bushes, there's a little bit of a rustling towards the sort of east end of the sort of grounds.
I lean into Philip and I whisper, "Do you see that, Philip?" I look over there. I'm gonna look at all of you, and you all hear in your heads my voice. It says, "Look over yonder."
we look over yonder.
I'm looking.
I do, yeah.
No, I'm looking.
All right, you guys do see a little bit of a rustling in the bushes that is sort of making its way toward the house. Slowly, there are bushes that sort of line the house, going sort of towards the open sort of door to the kitchen.
I would walk towards it a little bit.
Okay.
Somebody fall down? Somebody need something over here?
The rustling stops.
Sweet Pea, you need help getting inside? To TT, what's going on?
The rustling, it does not continue.
Is everything all right, Piety?
Yeah, I think it was a little animal or something. Little guy.
An animal.
Philippa, yeah, you wanna?
Well, I would like to use my, I don't even know how to say this word, honestly. Primeval? I don't know. Awareness.
Yeah, I actually don't know what that is, but yeah.
It's so I can use my action and expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus my awareness on the region around me. I can sense the presence of like certain types of creatures. I can't remember exactly, but like beasts, magical creatures.
Cool. Yeah, I think I do know what you're talking about, and I do think you have to classify the type of animal. So yeah, beast, or aberration.
I think it is specific. Let me see. But okay, yeah, I'll just say beasts.
Okay, cool.
I'll say beasts.
And that just automatically happens?
Mm-hmm.
Great. As what does that look like when you send out that awareness? Is it something that just happens in your mind, or does it have some sort of physical show to it?
It is just something that happens very subtly in my mind. So I get real quiet. I tune out the others around me, and the world goes dark. It goes black around me, sort of a vignette.
Yeah, as the world goes dark around you, it becomes a vignette, and you start to smell a cat.
Oh. I think that there's a cat here.
Do you say that out loud?
I do. I do.
As you say that out loud, from the bushes, you hear a voice. Oh, all right, I'll come out. and a black cat walks sultrily out into the field. I was just trying to watch ya. I didn't get an invite to the Harvest Festival. I'd sure like a cranberry. Where's my invite?
Eat vegetables.
Do I not?
Do you know each other, or?
Well, of course.
Oh yes, we go way back. Hello, Philippa.
Hello, Reaper.
Yeah. Well, what have you got for me? Can I have some of this? Or what?
Piety, do you have the livers in the back?
Of course. Somebody, of course. I'll go get them. I go get them. I go get. Do you need anything else, Sweet Pea? Reaper?
Reaper. Yeah, it's my name.
Reaper.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're welcome to late arrivals. We got plenty of food, and if we don't, I'll go cook something else. It's fine.
Oh my God, I like this
It's fine,
one.
Philippa. Why are you being like this? It's fine. I'll go get a little something.
You know he always comes at the most inopportune times.
Hello, I'm a lady. We've known each other this long, and you don't know my feminine mystique. We're all women here.
Is this like
Oh,
a
we
giant
are,
cat or like a
aren't we?
normal
A
sized
normal
cat?
sized
Okay,
cat with a
gotcha.
giant personality.
Gotcha.
The biggest flamboyant personality.
Yeah.
So we know Reaper.
So
Reaper, you might have seen Reaper around. Philip and Reaper definitely have a repartee, but Reaper sort of just wanders the forest, yeah.
I think upon seeing Reaper, Philip just kind of throws up a few cranberries.
I
What is
believe
this
that
now?
I believe that was an offering.
An offering.
Yeah.
Reaper sort of stalks towards the offering. Now, what's the offering?
Just 3 slimy cranberries. Didn't chew.
Reaper slowly puts her neck down. She finds it delicious. She eats the whole thing.
It's alright, Philip. It's alright.
Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. That was delicious, thank you.
Have you come to feast with us?
Yeah, well, a little bit. You know, sometimes I come by here, Philippi. do a little exchange with her. I give her some information, she gives me some tuna, so... I figured on a night when you have a lot of food to go around, I could maybe give you some information.
Just then I come back with the livers.
Yeah.
Plop.
Oh,
You got a little information.
are these fresh?
Well, I didn't, as fresh as they can be
Yeah.
for whoever caught them, Philippa.
You know how I
Philippa does my hunting, I do the
speak
cooking.
to animals and ask them nicely not to run away.
Oh, yeah. You tried that once on me. Cat, you tried to eat.
Well, I had to feed my last cat.
Wasn't gonna work on me. And she goes over and she starts eating the liver.
The worst day of my life was when she started speaking English.
How did that happen? How did it start speaking English?
She actually spoke English from the beginning. I kid.
Yeah, they say, these woods, they have magic. I think I might just be part of that magic. Now, you give me food, I'll give you information.
Those livers. Not enough?
Oh, it's enough. And she takes a paw and she stuffs it into her mouth.
With the bar.
Paw thumbs.
You want to know what I've been seeing recently?
Yes?
2 nights ago, I was in Salem. I jumped up onto a little ledge. Sometimes they put pies there, they smell delicious. Hoping that there'd be a pie there. Wasn't a pie, but there was something else. A trial. Yeah. I watched as Annabelle Hobble was put on trial. Witchcraft. I came right here. I said, the people that probably would be most interested in this are the witches that are trying to grow their little coven. So, figured I'd spread the information.
Do you know how the trial ended?
Yeah.
Well, for that, I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Philip.
I was like, elbow Philip.
Fumes more. I like cranberry sauce now.
Yeah, Reaper runs over to it and a grotesque display.
Oh,
It really just licks up the cranberry and then goes, ooh, that is good. Now, all right. I was sitting up there on the ledge, and this is what they told me, right? They told me that the judge, the judge's daughter, her name's Honesty, she went to dinner at her best friend's house, Virtue Staunton. That's right, the daughter of the Reverend John Staunton. She left their house for dinner, and she ran into Annabelle Hobble. Last time she was ever seen.
Oh, shit.
Now, as she was at the stand, Annabelle was saying, "No, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me." Just as she said that, the windows... It knocked me right off the ledge. That's all I saw. But, I'll tell you, when those windows went like that, it was unlike anything I've ever seen. It was some sort of magic. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it.
How old is Annabelle Hobble?
I don't know. Probably about 11.
Oh, that poor girl.
I'm shocked to hear this is happening in Salem. I thought that Salem was something of a sanctuary for witches.
I know.
I've been
I
kind
loved
of-
going there.
I wanted to go forever.
I know. It was a vacation destination for me.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think they appreciate magic anymore.
And you didn't hear any wrestlings of what happened after. You don't know what happened to the girl.
No, I don't know what happened to the girl. I just know the story. I said, they're going to want to know about this. This is crazy.
Well,
So I came right to you.
you know those Puritans. They are a bit boring, frankly.
That's right. Closed-minded as well.
Yeah. Well, we have to save this girl. She's only your age. Do you know of her?
Oh, I don't. But if she's a witch, then she might be dangerous. I don't want to. I don't want to get in any trouble with witches.
You have a goat that unhinges his jaw.
Philip?
That one.
Oh,
This food was made by a ghost.
Well, I'm just here to have a safe place for my goat. I don't want to get into any strange business of witchcraft or anything. I appreciate the hospitality, but I'm here for Philip's sake, and that is all.
Dear, do you like lemon cakes?
Very much so, yes.
Reaper raises her hand. I too like lemon cakes.
If we're going to Salem, just know that you'll be cared for the whole time. I'll be cooking, I'll be keeping things right. The hospitality's gonna continue.
Okay. In ale?
And the ale for the 10-year-old.
I'm gonna commit to
It'll
this
stay-
bit.
It'll stay flowing.
Great. Alright, I'm in.
Alright. Well, that was it. I just came to give you information.
That was 2 days ago.
That was 2 days ago.
And what have you
Well,
been
you know,
doing
there's
for the last 2
sentencing,
days?
there's...
I'm a cat. I don't walk very fast. I get distracted. I see the birdies. I go down to the lake. I take a little lap. You know?
Alright, fair enough. I understand.
And on the Harvest Festival. It's always on the Harvest
Well,
Festival.
it makes sense, it makes sense. Well,
It's auspicious, maybe.
Perhaps. It's almost like a coincidence.
Maybe.
Well,
So you're all worried that you're gonna get in trouble with Salem?
I've only heard good things about Salem.
No.
you.
Oh, you've ever been?
No, I've never
It's
been.
gone
I've
downhill
always wanted
lately.
to go.
Oh, you've never been able to go?
No, I heard it's fantastic. Well,
Why have
no,
you
I've
never
never
been?
left.
You're not that far.
I've never left here. I was gonna say, if you guys go, I promise when you come back, there'll be fresh pies and meat in the oven. But I can't leave.
You can't leave?
can't,
But
right?
how about the lemon cakes on the road?
Well, I don't know. I've just never tried.
You must.
Well, if it's coming from Philippa.
Now, when you say you've never tried going all the way to Salem, or you've never tried literally going outside this little... have you been to that path over there? And she points to like a little path that's sort of just past the clearing.
No. I've been right up to it, and I know it very well.
What's stopping you from seeing the rest?
Well, this is my house. This is where I died. This is where I work. I was told to stay here. I was told I could never leave. I was told I could never leave.
But you know there's a whole world out there, right?
Of course. It's my dream to go to Salem. It was always my dream, but then I died here. I've been alone for so long. I'm still learning the ghost of it all, you know?
Who told you you couldn't leave?
The family that I worked for, they banished me to the attic and they said I could never leave. So you kids have fun.
You're gonna come. You're gonna come. You gotta see it.
I'm not going to go
Okay.
if I'm not going to have someone cooking lemon cakes on the way.
Piety.
How about we start with the path?
Yeah, the path.
How about we start with that path?
Philip will show you.
There are two paths really. There's a longer one, scenic, or the shorter one, dangerous. One will get you there faster, but one will get you there more beautiful but longer.
Well, I'd leave it up to you two, our newest travelers.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I guess you've been traveling a while.
I came from Boston.
Okay. You've seen some roads then. You've seen a lot of the world.
I've seen some roads.
Well, are you afraid of the dangerous one?
Not really. Not
You don't
Philip
seem
by
like
me.
it. Yeah, you don't seem too worried about it.
No, I think it would be fine. I think that it is a question of whether we value safety over beauty. And I always value beauty over safety, I think.
You value beauty over safety.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm not sure that I
You know
believe
what?
that. I think maybe safety for
You know
Philip. I
what?
think I want to say I want Philip to be
No,
safe.
don't change your answer. I liked it. Let's stay that way.
Okay.
Let's stay.
You value
dangerous.
beauty over safety.
I don't know anymore, but I think we'll stick with that.
Let's stay dangerous.
No, if we're gonna try this, it's been a long time since I've seen anything outside of the house. I think I would lean towards taking the beautiful route.
Great.
Well, it's settled then.
I wanna see, if we're
Scenic
going to Salem, I
route.
wanna see
A
some
road
stuff.
trip. Road trip.
Reaper,
Yeah.
would you lead us on the scenic route, and then I'm going to speak to animals to you and say, take us on the dangerous route.
Cool. What does that look like when you do speak with animals? Is it you speaking cat?
I'm gonna speak meow meow. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go meow 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 meow.
And can she respond?
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, you want a little danger? Why?"
This is in cat still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Just
see the
meow,
two of
meow.
them going. Yeah.
I will say. I want to see what this Philip can get up to in protection mode. I'm a bit suspicious of what the hell he is. Secondly, she needs to relax. She's a ghost. She can't die.
Mm.
Well, that's it.
Well, I get it. I like you. Listen, I may not respect you sometimes, but I like you. And then Reaper, yeah,
God.
the opposite. And she starts walking off towards one of the paths, and she says, "You coming or not?"
Philippa, what was that?
We just got in a fight.
Oh. What about?
I just start hissing.
Alright, easy.
It's best to just...
Cover Philip's
We
eyes.
haven't even started the road yet. Let's take it easy. I mean, alright.
Well, to the scenic route we go!
Off we go, Philip.
We're just going.
Oh,
It's night. We're just leaving. How
cool.
many days away
is
our
your dog?
journey?
It's only like an hour and a half
okay.
by walking.
By
Yeah.
foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
by foot.
that's
real
fine.
life.
Great.
Is your daughter coming with you?
Well, she's gonna stay alone, so yeah, Kate. Kate, we're gonna take a walk to the city and go see your brother, maybe. How's that sound?
Okay. She seems a little nervous.
Come on, you got this, girl. You're a tough cookie, right? Who
Um,
taught you?
I can
you
put
did.
my arm around her and I
Who
say,
taught
I'm
you?
nervous too. My little ghosty.
Floating.
My little floating lover. I'm
Uh,
nervous too, but we're taking the scenic route. It's gonna be beautiful.
I
We're
go.
gonna see so much between here and Salem. And Salem's beautiful.
I put my arm around her and say, I remember when I was 7. Philip told me if you want to ride on his back, he will allow it.
She points to you like, is
Oh,
she allowed?
yeah, of course.
And she sort of jumps on
Philip?
Philip's back. Does Philip have horns?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
Black curling horns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she grabs on like reins and
Nice.
and, yeah.
Philip, no expression.
Very nice.
Great. So you walk through the woods. As soon as you step onto the path, Reaper turns around to you and specifically looks at you and says, "Well, you're here.
From where? The path. Huh?
You're on the path."
You did it!
You did it.
Oh my goodness.
No fuss.
It would seem I can at least go on the path. We'll find out what my ghostly form is capable of. And it's so beautiful out here. I wish I'd tried earlier, but
Yeah.
it's hard to try new things alone.
Yeah. And Reaper looks around, and you start to see as you walk deeper and deeper into this wood. It could be called beautiful, but
it's beautiful
there
to
is
me.
there's a dark beauty to this section of the woods.
Can I roll like insight or perception or whatever to see if I recognize these woods?
Yeah, roll either roll like a history or a survival check.
I think I'll do survival. Yeah.
It's cocked.
I don't like that. Okay. 17.
17. With a 17, you would not particularly recognize this section of the woods totally, but you would definitely understand that this, nobody would have called this the scenic route.
Okay. Philippa. This looks different than.
It's very different than the house.
I've been on the road from Salem to here with Kate, and we recognize the scenic route. I don't believe this is it. Reaper, are you sure you took us the right way?
Yeah, I mean, I just took you the way that I find beautiful. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? And I have pretty distinct eyes.
Is this what y'all were fighting about?
We weren't talking about anything. We were just fighting.
Roll a deception check.
And I'm gonna roll insight, please.
Yeah.
19.
That's gonna be a 19 also.
Oh!
Wow. Yeah. Roll again.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's only a 9 for me.
I got an 8.
Oh! Yes, and Reaper got a 6. So, you two sort of had this stalemate, while in the background Reaper's going, I don't know, you know. And it sort of hints you off to, perhaps.
All right, so, what's going on? Why are we taking this route? Why?
I'm just going to look away and
I thought we voted.
forge forward.
Philippa, where are we going?
The way that Reaper tells, we
Why
follow.
would you take us?
This isn't the route that we were promised. I'll tell you that much.
Why would you take us on the dangerous route?
Are you a witch?
Of course I'm a witch.
Marjorie, we'll check in on that when we resting later.
Sounds good.
To a lesson of sorts.
As you walk, who's in front?
Me.
Clearly.
Behind Reaper,
I would be
Yeah.
probably behind
Okay.
you and Reaper.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as
Okay,
well.
great. I'm gonna have you roll a survival check.
While I'm walking, I'm gonna
Number one, trust me.
just myself. It's kind of cocked, but does that count? I mean,
I would say yeah.
okay. 18.
18. Great. Yeah, you follow Reaper pretty close, and you're making pretty good time. Reaper's jumping from tree to tree with alacrity, and sort of pausing sometimes to lick her fur, and yeah, you make your way.
I'm in the back of the group, and if you look back at one point, I do carry this giant, like, black leather tome, like, on a string around my shoulders, and I'm having your daughter sign her name in the book.
Oh.
I'm just holding it up to her as we're walking.
What's that you got there?
That's Philip's book. You can sign your name in it too if you want.
Well, what happens when I sign?
No, Philip won't tell me that.
But you had my daughter sign it? Have
Right
you signed
here.
it? Have you signed it?
Of course.
Have you all signed it?
I'd love to.
Kate hands you this big pencil.
I pass it around to everyone.
Wait. What is this?
Philip's book.
Philip told me to sign it when I met
Philip's
him.
black book.
Can I take a look at Philip right now? And what's he looking like?
Philip is has the best poker face that you've ever seen. You can't really get a read on Philip behind his glazed eyes. But what do you mean? Is he what state is he in? Like,
That's what I meant.
you're trying to get an inside check on who he is or how he's doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, do I pick up any?
Vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a vibe.
He's not giving
Zero
no
vibes.
Not a vibe.
Mouth is a straight line.
I'll
As
leave
a
that.
vote should be, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it to you.
I lean in to Philip, and I look Philip in his goat eyes. And I tell him, Philip, I just want you to know one thing. If any harm ever comes to my daughter, you're gonna have to deal with me. Got it?
Trust, you will be
How
dealt
does
with.
Philip respond?
I think just like a long exhale. It smells strongly of cranberries.
Yeah.
And with that, I sign Philip's book.
You do?
Right under my daughter's name.
Did you sign that?
I signed it, no
Good.
problem.
Last chance, just kidding. It won't be your last chance.
Never is.
Something tells me you'll have a few chances.
Let's put the book away now. Let's put the book away for
Okay.
now.
The
shall
book's
we?
making Philippa nervous.
And you know what? It slowed us down. I
I'm gonna,
appreciate it.
sorry.
I imagine we're doing this as we're walking.
People
Yeah,
in the-
as you're walking,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
In the chat are saying
Social, sure.
or exclamation vote sus.
As you guys are walking, I'm gonna need each of you to roll a d20.
Just no, nothing.
Just a d20.
No, nothing. 13.
No, nothing. 12.
13, 12.
2.
As Eliza is walking, you've just signed the book. You're sort of going over in your head like, wait, was that a mistake? No, I decided to do that. And you step down and you hear under your foot.
I look down. What is it?
Do you move your foot?
No. I look down first.
Make a perception check.
8.
Leaves.
Alright. I crouch down. I slowly crouch down to try and get a better look at the ground and take a look at my surroundings. Is everyone else just ahead of me, or where's everyone?
Yeah, you would see Philippa and Reaper would continue to walk, but you two would see,
I think I'm right behind you.
and Philip,
Uh-huh.
excuse me,
Yeah.
you three would see.
So yeah, I mean, I'm crouching down and
Philip
I'm
was.
looking around. So yeah, I mean, I guess if I don't notice anything weird though,
You tying your shoe?
shoes don't.
What'd
have
you
legs.
find?
I'm not. I'm not sure. I don't know if I found anything. I just thought I heard something weird, but
Well, putts on up curious. I've never left the damn house.
Do you go up to Eliza?
Yeah, I'm gonna come right up. What do you got there? What do you
As soon as you step close to Eliza, underneath your foot you hear,
got?
Oh, it's a
are
trap.
you heard that?
Yeah, I heard a little leaf, I think.
Can I roll again? Since that was a new sound.
I don't think I would leave. I'm not moving forward, but I don't think I would step off of it. No, I think.
okay,
I'm
great.
so sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Can I like look? I want to look for I want to look for signs of a trap.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So you can investigate. Roll an investigation check. Yeah, just for give me a new tactic on how you're investigating in a different way.
well, I'm thinking that having had hunted before, having skills as a hunter and trapper, that maybe I'm using that knowledge and experience to like see if maybe there's just like an animal trap around.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like initially visible from me just kind of bending over.
No, just leaves.
16.
With a 16, you sort of spread some of these leaves, and you don't see. I think initially, your trapping instincts, right? It says like bear traps. It says like common, sort of like metal devices, things like that. And you don't see any of that. You see no signs of a typical trap that you know and understand.
I don't know, guys.
Sorry, but I do think piety is like.
Yeah.
Liza, sweetie, it's a leaf. We have plenty of these on the house, and I'm gonna keep walking.
Right. As Piety keeps walking, you trying to really understand what you just heard, you look at her foot, and as she lifts her foot, there is a tiny, tiny wood sort of pin that pops up, and
Isn't she floating?
T.
So true.
Retcon all of that.
You got
True,
it.
you walked up, girl.
You got it.
Floated away. Hey, you see nothing.
You're crazy.
But that also means that you did not see what was under her
Okay,
foot.
well, like,
so.
true.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know then.
So you're actually alone.
So
I
I guess
float
I'm
off.
just
I float
alone.
ahead.
And,
I say, you're crazy. Let's go.
Okay.
But I don't see anything.
Well, I
so
guess I don't see anything either. So I'm gonna just walk
so
with
funny.
caution.
As you walk with caution, you take a step, and the floor falls out from underneath you.
no!
I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
Am I still right
I'm
there?
rolling like so bad right now. 11.
11. With that, you guys watch as you see Eliza just fall into a sort of pit.
How big is the hole that?
It's not that big. It's sort of just like a human cylinder.
Oh.
If you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Did we hear her scream?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Ah!
Philip, watch out!
I'm gonna run right up to it, or float right up to it.
Okay.
Here and Liza,
Yeah.
Liza!
Trotting up.
Oh my god.
Liza!
I knew it.
What do we see when we look
Can
down?
we
Yeah,
see
okay,
her?
yeah,
Can we see how
what's-
far down she is?
Yeah, so she's only like 15 feet down. She's not like hundreds of feet
50
down.
feet down.
But,
And is it just a hole? There's nothing weird about this hole?
no, it's just a hole.
Down underneath.
Okay, well,
So
someone throw me a rope. Help me out of here.
Rope. I'm gonna get out of my pack a bunch of rope and just put one end in Philip's mouth and say, "Hold this," and then throw down
I kind of help
the rest
feed.
of it.
We have a little.
Yeah.
I'm right there. We have a little thing going.
That's great, guys. Thank you very much.
Damn sinkholes!
Don't have these at the house.
I told you guys.
Salem has really gone downhill. They can't even pave the roads.
If we've gone with the scenic
What are our
route,
taxes
I don't
going
know.
I think like as Philip's holding the rope, Philip like whispers to me, and I do like look around to see if there's anyone that was waiting for this trap to be like sprung.
Okay, great. Make a perception check.
That's 12.
You do not see anyone. No.
I'm still
Well,
upping
I'm
really
trying to
focusing
climb
on
out.
my
Yeah,
human form.
I'm trying to climb out.
I'll help. I'll help.
Okay, great. I'm gonna need strength checks. The people who are pulling, let's do a strength check with advantage. One of you can roll a strength check together as like a together
That's
roll.
awesome.
And then, Cass, I'm
We
gonna
roll
need you to roll one as you're sort of like
Yeah.
flying.
That we amazing. So both of us roll, not one of us with advantage.
Either way, yeah.
Okay.
Either way.
Go for it.
I'm 19.
19.
Oi. It's a 6.
Oh wait, but you can roll twice, right?
Because you're being helped.
Yeah.
12.
Oh, I see.
Wait, but do you have strength?
Yeah, but I have
Strength.
+5, so
17.
Oh yeah. Great. Yeah. As you see.
Piety is that she's buff, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah. As you see Piety sort of hold on to this rope, you see sort of the sleeves of her shirt just as her muscles tense, and she. And you as well, Eliza. You with alacrity, you sort of get up and out of the pit.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Piety.
Watch out.
Oh, did I say it was the scenic route? I meant it was the dangerous route. I'm sorry.
Yeah, alright. Thanks, guys.
So started.
And why would you take us down the wrong route?
Well,
Don't answer that.
Before we leave, I think Philip whispers to me, and then I'm going to cast Create Bonfire at the bottom of this pit, and just like set it on fire on the floor. Do we see anything down there when the fire is lit?
Roll the perception check.
Okay. Yeah. 18.
18. You do not see anything looking into the pit. No.
Okay.
No.
Philip tells me to reset the trap. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the trap.
Great. Make a dexterity check.
That is a 9.
Cool. It takes you some time, but I think you do it.
Why are you resetting the trap?
Yeah, what?
I just said.
Why-
Philip told me.
Because Philip said.
Do you always do what Philip says?
Well,
I
guess
try
you're-
to do my very best.
But I didn't see you and Philip talking just then. How do you know what he wants?
Sometimes he doesn't whisper to me, but I hear him.
And that's when all that is like Molly. If you just follow this here path, it will lead you right there. Quickly.
You're leaving us, Reaper.
Yeah, I've got things to do. I'm a busy cat. I really was just paid for some information. I just did this out of a favour. You know.
Alright, well.
Well, I hope to
Loved
see
your
you
vibe.
Bye, Reaper.
at the next Harvest Festival.
Yeah, I'll be around before that. Especially if you make something good and yummy.
Don't get into the pantry while we're gone. Well, now I've said it, haven't I? There's nothing in the pantry while we're gone.
All right, heard. And she starts walking away. Amusing.
Well, I'm loving this.
That was very nice. I like Reaper. Reaper took us to the most beautiful part of the woods.
Sure, if you say so. I'm not so sure we should trust this road, but so we better keep our wits about ourselves is all.
Well,
What are we gonna do? Double back now? and go the other way?
No, just keep your wits about yourself, right?
Okay. That's
well, I'm surprised you didn't see that, given that you have a trapper's.
Listen,
History.
it's the Harvest Festival. We've had a few,
Within me,
alright?
Mhm.
We had a
Yes.
few. Yeah. Don't blame me.
I don't
know why,
blame
I don't even know why we left this evening. We could have left in the morning, but anyway.
Can we see? Like, is it
Yeah.
really dark? What time is it?
No, so it was the sun was sort of just setting as you were having your festival. So, so there's still some fingers of light coming through the sky, but it's not like pitch black. It is beautiful in some ways, the sky, but it's getting dark. But as you sort of keep walking, you start to see signs of the road getting a little better, and you get a sense that you're close.
A little more Puritan highway.
Yeah. Yeah. What do? Just keep walking?
Well, I know we're getting close. We probably shouldn't be seen as those weird kooky witches that live an hour away in a small hut
4 women alone on the side of a
after dark.
Puritan interstate.
After dark. So
Yeah.
how far? When you say close, how many minutes do you think?
You probably get the sense that you'll be there in a couple minutes.
And do you think it is suspicious for us to all be there?
I can't. I don't make.
I mean, if we definitely need to get a story straight. If we're 3 grown women, a child, and a goat heading into town.
Well, we can always go. I still have my house here, so it's on a ranch.
You own a house here.
Well, I mean, I can't say I owned it, but my husband did, and now my son still lives in it. Yes.
By himself?
He's 17. Yeah, he lives on his own. He's a man now, so he says.
Do you talk with him?
We visit whenever I get to go in to Salem, which it's been a while.
How often do you go to Salem?
It's been a while. Haven't had much of a desire to go back, honestly.
You don't want to see your son?
He doesn't want to see me, but
Why?
you're asking a lot of questions.
Am I?
There you go. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is if we need a place to stay, it is my house, so we can always stay there.
But won't we be seen even more in the morning?
It's a bit out of town. It's just on the outskirts. We had a farm there, so.
Are we close now?
We're close. 10 minutes.
Well, then maybe we can go there, and we can
And then
talk to your son, and then he won't not want to see you anymore. He'll like you again.
maybe not. Maybe.
Your son's in Salem.
Mm-hmm. So, if y'all want to do that, you can just follow me.
You head to your ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I thought I saw a lemon tree. I had to go check that out.
Did you find some?
We're going to. No, it was just pears, which you know how I feel about those.
Philip doesn't.
We're going to your ranch in Salem.
Yeah.
Just
where my
outside.
son, my son is there.
But my question is, do you feel like we must go to Salem eventually?
Well, it's in Salem, but.
But during the day? Seems even more.
Maybe the nighttime is better for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will be more suspicious at night, but we will be more seen during
We'll
the
be
day.
met with more suspicious people who are up at this hour.
It's another
Maybe
crossroads.
we'll...
We should ask Reaper.
Reaper's gone.
Well, we can always just end up there. Whatever you want, but maybe we go into town, see what we can find out, who's there, and then separate ourselves, perhaps, into smaller groups.
What's the plan when we're in town? We're going to find the witches and kill them.
I
No!
don't believe, no.
Well,
Marjorie!
I'm sorry. What's the plan
What's-
then?
You're going to...
I think
Act
we need to
like
figure
a-
out what happened to the little girl.
Oh, right.
Your
Right.
age.
Honesty
Mm-hmm.
is the girl's name. right?
No.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Honesty is
The child of the Reverend.
the judge's daughter.
The judge's
PM. Just to clarify, who went missing?
Yeah. So Honesty Wheelwright,
Mm-hmm.
the daughter of the Judge Wheelwright, Courage Wheelwright, was seen going to her best friend's house, Virtue Staunton, the Staunton residence, and she was seen leaving. She ran into Annabelle Hobble. She went missing. Honesty.
Honesty went
Honesty
missing.
Wheelwright went missing.
After
and
running
Annabelle
in
Hobble is being
is
blamed for her disappearance via witchcraft.
And
Okay.
Annabelle was giving shudders.
Yeah, Annabelle was giving shudders.
So the last person then to see Honesty was Virtue and Annabelle. Well, Annabelle and Virtue.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Virtue with Annabelle witness.
Okay. Well, alright.
That was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I don't know if we have time to spare.
Maybe not.
I think we should go into the town.
I think so too.
I think we should try to find somewhere to stay for the night. Maybe have a little more meat. It is still the harvest festival. I don't want to let all celebration go out the window. I think we go into town, see who we meet, find somewhere to stay, and then
Have a drink at the tavern.
have a drink at the tavern.
See if we
Sounds
can
like
get
a plan.
any information. Are you
and then do more
Okay,
exploring
to
by
wait
daylight.
until morning to see your son.
I've waited long enough. Yeah, it's fine.
So I think let's head
I'm
into
gonna start
town.
floating.
Great. So you guys head just straight into the center of town.
Let's put our cloaks up.
Yeah.
Hoods up, girls. We walk in formation.
I pull my sailor's cap like more over my head just to like really the hair is like ballooning it out. But like,
Cool.
what about you? Are you still flying?
I'm always like a foot above the ground.
Cool. Gotcha.
Unless I'm pretending to sit. You know?
Can you pretend to
Specifically
walk?
then.
Could you do
I
that
could
for
if I
like the
wanted
sake
to.
of like
It's like a moonwalk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would take more work than just floating.
I mean, I just think like if you could do that, just because
You guys
we are
want me
in
to
town.
temper who I am tonight.
No, I'm just saying we're in town now.
It is like the
and
thing where your
I
legs are
just-
moving faster than you're like actually taking steps.
I think that I'm on ground level, but I am still like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, like it's not quite right. You know?
I just don't want to draw any more unnecessary attention to us.
Listen, I'll do what I can.
If you
I'll do what I
understand.
can. I don't have a lot of practice.
And
at
Kate,
it,
Well,
but
get
I'll
off,
do what I
get
can.
off Philip now, please.
I can.
Okay.
I can. I have a little special something if we
You
need
got a little sauce for that?
to make us extra sneaky.
Let's go.
Should I use it now? It only lasts 1 hour.
I don't think it's so necessary, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to town.
I think
It's
when
in
we
a-
get to the
in a
center
pickle.
of town, I
In a
think we'll
pickle.
take it.
And a pickle.
Say pickle.
Pickle. Like that?
In a pickle, we
Pickle.
say pickle, and then you'll cast the spell
That's
that
right.
kind of makes us
It's
less
like a safe word.
suspicious. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Love it.
Cool. And as you discuss your safe word, you walk into Salem, Massachusetts. It is unusually still here. And the first thing that you see is a large pole, wooden pole, in the center of town. On it, there's a red cloak, tattered, just blowing in the breeze, and a placard that has been placed at the bottom of the pole.
I read it.
You go up to it, and you read the words, "Where is she?"
How's the placard like? Wooden? It's.
Yeah, it's just
And
a
it, like,
sort of
how's-
simple wood, chiseled. Where is she?
I wonder who put this here.
It must be about honesty.
Yeah. Is it placard? It's like it's not like an offering someone has made here. It's like a more formal.
It looks like an informational. It looks like it's meant to deliver a message to the people who see it.
Mm-hmm. And the cloak. Anything unusual about it? Is it covered in dirt, blood, whatever?
Make a perception check. It's quite high up. If you get to it, you can sort of investigate it more, but you'd have to climb this pole a little bit.
17.
17. Just by looking at it, you don't see. There doesn't seem to be any blood on it. It just seems to be cut, like ripped, in some way.
Okay, get down now. Get down. That's not helping our.
Can I
Suspicion
look around
gauge.
and see if anyone's watching us in the town?
Yes. As you start to look around, make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Natural 20. Your eyes whip to the exact place that you see somebody let out a enormous scream.
Oh no.
Now I'm gonna go to the audience. Who is it?
Oh!
Is it? Did it start? Did the poll
Yes.
start? Is it a young girl, or is it an old woman? If it's a young girl, press exclamation point vote young, and if it is an old woman, type exclamation point vote old.
Gotta go young. Gotta go young.
Well, you're young. I'm old. So you want to be young. I want to be old.
Okay,
I
one
can talk to
vote
this
each.
girl. I can talk to
50-50.
this girl.
Uh-oh. The speaker is talking to us.
Hello, speaker.
Okay, we've got
A lot.
most votes
Old.
old. One vote young.
If you want to make your case, make it quick.
For young?
Yes.
I believe I can. I am an average 10-year-old, and I can speak to this little girl on our shared terms.
Please don't kill us.
Please don't kill us. And make
The
your
people
case for
aren't
olds.
listening. The people aren't listening.
What's your
to
case
you.
for old?
To kill us.
All right.
It's over.
And with that, the poll is closed, and you hear and you see an old woman. Ah! I dropped my crabs! And it's an old woman, and there's a bunch of crabs falling on the floor.
Around her, or around us?
Crawling all around. Around her, which is about 50 feet away. But you hear her scream, drop my crabs.
Dropped my crabs.
Dropped
Gotcha,
my
gotcha,
crabs.
gotcha. She's screaming about dropping her.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. In that moment.
How many crabs?
From this distance, you think that it's it seems to be more crabs than you are used to seeing together, but it's probably for like 10 crabs.
Oh my god.
Ma'am, did you lose your crabs?
You see her. I got my crabs. And she looks up and she goes, "Who are you?"
Do I recognize her?
And she looks at you. She goes, "Oh, 45 years you leave this place and you show up? All right. This is Ma. This is Ma
This
Bailey."
is Ma.
Yes.
Okay.
And she starts putting her crabs back in her. 45 years she leaves. God. My husband blamed for her husband's death, and she shows up like this, and she makes me drop my crabs.
Do you need help with those?
No.
Let me say it. No. She starts putting the crabs back in.
What's she what's she standing in front of?
Nothing. She's sort of
She's in
out.
front of a house fire.
She is out in the open,
Nondescript.
with a large, sort of a tray of crabs.
Live crabs.
Live crabs. That's right.
After what you and your family did to mine,
What did my family ever do to yours?
What did her family do to yours?
this is not for you to hear.
All right. I'm gonna take my leave. I'll see you guys later.
Wait, Ma. Wait. What are you doing with those crabs? Philip wants to know.
Let her go.
Well, clearly you're new in town. I cook them. I'm a cook. Ma's Crab Shack.
That's what I'm thinking.
Most
like,
crabs
she's got a
Yeah,
bunch
down by the water.
of
Okay? I'm gonna go cook some crabs.
Well, I mean,
Ma,
Walking away. Yes. Philippa,
we'll take 5.
if you want 5, you can order 5 at my place of work.
please, can we, Philippa?
I want to go.
You've never been to a restaurant.
I've never been to a crab shack by the water at Ma's place.
Philippa, let's put all this
I've never
nonsense
seen a crab.
Philip
aside
wants a
for
crab.
minute, all right? Your
Philippa,
friends.
I don't know what that is.
I know you've lived alone for a long time, Philippa, but your friends have needs now.
You just have to get over whatever it is.
Everybody calm down.
So fun.
I'm literally.
What's gotten into her?
I just was the one who said we'll take 5.
And she said, follow her.
And so we will follow her.
The most crab shack.
Philippa, I
As
don't
you
want
guys-
to fight.
As you guys are arguing, you see that Ma is 30 feet away. She did not stay for this argument. She's gonna go cook these crabs.
Jeez Louise, these people.
Oh my god.
I
going
grab
to-
Kate's hand and say, Kate, I know
Wait
how much you
up!
love the crab. I take Kate following Ma.
Okay, great.
Floating down the street.
Great.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go floating after for sure.
Great. Everyone make a perception check.
11.
11, 9, 2.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, you're
12.
All in.
Yeah, as you guys walk, you don't. Again, you don't really see anybody out except for Ma and her crabs. It seems to be such a juxtaposition to sort of this town that you walked into, as if she doesn't know where she is in some ways. And you see as you're following her, she turns back at you and sees that you're following, and she sort of shuffles a little bit faster. She makes her way across the
Is the
field.
offer still on the table?
Can I run up to her? Do you think I can catch her?
Yeah, make it. She's not trying to run, so if you were truly
on
running,
crabs.
I think you would. Yeah,
I'm gonna run for it.
great.
Okay.
You can run up to her.
Okay. Ma, what do you have to be mad about?
I've lived here in this town, and my husband, disappeared, blamed for your husband's death. How do you think I feel about that?
How do you think I feel about my husband's death?
I don't know, Philippa. All I know is I'm angry.
Well, get happy. You have 5 happy customers here.
I am happy for that. And she walks.
Well, get happy.
Try being happy.
Oh,
Philippa running at her geriatric age.
not
Says the comment.
incredible.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Cool.
So as she's facing away, I'm gonna create the minor illusion of Philippa's voice going, I'm sorry, there I said it.
Wait, you're an illusion of.
Of Philippa's
that's
voice
what
saying
you're
to Mom.
Yeah, I'm sort of debating. Make a persuasion check on that imaginary voice.
9.
9. Yeah, you see, as Ma sort of shuffles, she goes, and then she shuffles again. You see her pause for a bit, and she makes her way into Ma's crab shack.
There we go.
Yeah,
Certainly I'm floating down in.
Yeah, what does it look like?
Yeah, so Ma's Crab Shack is a shack of sorts, but it seems to be sort of this orderly chaos, and it is by the water. It is quite beautiful, actually, and even though the sun has set, the moon is sort of reflecting on the water on the south shores of Salem, and you guys take a second to look out on the water just beyond the shack. It's on. You can sort of see it on either side of the shack, and sort of just take in. Some of you have been here before, seen these waters before. You might have good memories with this place. You might have horrible memories with this place, and yet all of you pause for a second just to appreciate the water and the beauty of it. Even Ma's sort of rundown shack sort of looks beautiful right now. Yeah, the front door is open.
I walk in with Kate, and I keep a close eye and hand on her. 'Cause it is unusual how still the town is. I'd like to walk up to Mon and say, we'll take 2 crab cakes. Can you crab cakes? Or just you just boil the crab.
I boil the crab, but I can I can smush it into sort of patty for you. If is that what you mean by crab
You know
cake?
what? Let's just take the crab.
And she starts to boil. It seems as though as soon as she walked in, she was boiling the crabs.
Mhm.
This is what she does, right?
I gotta ask. Now I've lived here for some time. It's been a while since I've been back, but I know that this town ain't usually this quiet. It's weird, right?
Yeah, talk of witches about. I don't believe it, not a second. Everyone, they run to their little houses, they lock up their doors, and I don't believe it.
You don't believe in witches?
No.
No.
I don't believe in witches, and I think it's a shame what's happening. These people, they're being accused. 3 girls charted off to prison.
Who were the first two?
Well, of course, first there was Annabelle, then there was Jenny, and then there was Bess. All three of them.
Do we recognize any of these names?
We're not
ma-
in there. Or
what do you mean? What?
can we hear this?
I would say that you guys probably walked in right after. You guys were
Sure.
walking as a group, yeah. You might not have caught Eliza's question, but you're catching sort of the story as they sort of immediately connected in this question. And roll a history check. You haven't been here in a long time, so.
I'm also gonna roll for this.
Great.
7.
12.
12. Oh, anyone else?
The history for...
Yeah, just to see if you know these people.
D20.
You don't have to roll if
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah, I don't think.
Two. Yeah, the only person who recognizes any of these names is the person being addressed, Eliza. You sort of, your mind is taken back, and that Bess Thorne is a woman who also was sort of scoffed at for wearing pants. And you always took a liking to her, but she worked on Ash's Waitley's farm, which is a farm that you didn't frequent, a farm that is very close to your ranch, but you sort of appreciated Bess from afar.
She worked there, or she?
She works there. Yeah,
She
she's
was
not a Waitley, but she
Right.
did. She lives in a sort of small house nearby, and you would know that she worked on, or works, but you heard that she's gone to jail, but that she would wear men's clothing and work on the ranch, or work on his farm, Ash's Waitley.
Suddenly, I feel very aware of the clothing I'm currently wearing. It's not normally clothing I would wear in town, so it's forgotten my ways, and I just take a mental note of that.
Cool. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but I think the first place to look is the Stauntons. That's
Yeah,
that's where she was going to dinner. Apparently she was seen after that.
I was hoping to pay the Reverend a visit, actually.
Do you know him?
I do. Yes. Yes, he was kind to me in a time when many others were not.
The Reverend.
Is he kind now? I ask Ma.
I'm not really one for religion, really. But I like him well enough.
We're all of you don't believe that they were witches, but were they all accused of the same thing, of honesty going missing?
Yeah, each one. They're not really being found completely guilty. They're just being brought in for different reasons why they may be connected to the disappearance of honesty. So
Who accused them?
well, the judge or father.
Whoa.
Or others might have brought them to his attention, but I know that he's the one sort of bringing people in.
Cracking my crab.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm feeding the whole crab to Philip.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like, crunch, crunch.
And the crab slides in.
Yeah.
Full.
Would you be welcomed at the Reverend's house?
Yeah.
Well, if it's the same Reverend I knew, I would hope so. Yes.
Was
Certainly.
last time you saw him?
Yeah, it's been past a year since I've been in town. I left shortly after my husband died. He was. The Reverend stood up for my husband and for my family. So I would
But-
hope, that the friendship remains.
So, let me get this straight. So the judge has been accusing these girls. What's the Reverend may I
So
ask?
Virtue is his daughter, and
So he's looking for justice.
Well,
Not
no,
justice,
Virtue-
but
no,
but justice.
no, because remember, Honesty and Virtue, Honesty went over to the Reverend's house to see Virtue
Right.
before she met up with Annabelle and went missing.
So Reverend could be even sus.
Reverend could be sus.
Yeah.
This is true.
So
And where is the prison in this town? Are the girls still there? And
Where are they?
how do they get visiting hours?
yeah, I haven't visited them myself, so I don't know how that really works, but it's connected to the courthouse up by the north tip of between the north and the south rivers. You would know that you're sort of on the South River. The South Shore is sort of on the South River, and so you would have to walk up. It's a very small village, but the courthouse is on the tip of the north sort of spire.
Is anyone allowed to see them?
Again, I don't know. I haven't paid them a visit myself, but
Well, why not?
I think that's a very good question. What's your name?
My name is Marjorie Hobbs. This is Philip.
Hi, Philip. Yeah, he seems loyal to you. I can feel it.
I'm loyal to him.
Oh,
What do you
that's
mean you
good.
can feel that?
I don't know. I feel loyalty. I feel loyalty in him.
Look outside. What phase is the moon in?
The moon is pretty full. It's pretty completely round. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna finish my crab, if y'all don't mind, and I think that perhaps it would be good for me to see the Reverend maybe in the morning. It's a bit late now to go knocking on his door, but I think I might go to my house and see my son. Talk to him.
Right now?
Well, I mean, I might do that, yeah. I might do that. I'm gonna take Kate. Yeah.
Well, we can come with you and help convince him that you're a good person.
Mm-hmm. That's very sweet, Marjorie. If y'all want to stay out, please, by all means, you can find my place. It's just down the road. If you take this road, keep going, about 5 minutes, and you go east on the road after that. My ranch, you'll see it. End of the road. I left. It's a left after this road, and then it's the end of the road.
Okay. Noted. East, and then South Road, and then east.
Here's the mark. Okay.
Do you want to go alone?
That's all right too.
I might maybe to have words with my son and let him know maybe we'll have company.
Well, we'll leave you to it then.
That's fine then.
So I'm gonna start.
Maybe we'll go to the tavern.
You
No, I still got some crab to eat, y'all.
As you start to walk out. Ma sort of stops you and she says, $1 gold per crab.
Yes. Before she even finishes the sentence, I've reached into my pocket and I'm pulling out.
Great.
Come on. Thank you.
Do you do it just for you or for everyone?
Sorry.
Oh,
y'all.
wow.
And your daughter? Your
Just
daughter?
For me and Kay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kate had a whole crab as well.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Great. And you are headed to the Staunton's house.
I'm gonna head to my ranch. I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's too personally. I wouldn't want to go knocking on the Reverend's door at 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, if we don't come to your ranch tonight,
Well,
before
I'll
you
find
go,
them.
Ma, do you have any place you'd recommend we could stay overnight, and then you could meet us there in the morning if we don't meet you there?
We don't really do hotels here or anything. I don't know. I think if she has a ranch or if you have a friend here, I think that's how things are really done.
Okay.
What happened to my old house?
It's burned down. They call it burned bag.
Not the first
Nothing could hurt more.
Your house here? In Salem?
Well, the reason I moved away was the fire that caught my house and killed my husband. I had nothing for me here anymore. And nothing's there now.
Well, it's a sort of spooky school children's playground now. They like to go there and pretend they're putting little curses on each other, and if you kiss there, then you'll fall in love and stuff. It's spooky.
No, but that's kind of beautiful because that's kind of beautiful.
I think that's living up to your sort of values, and
Yes.
you should be proud.
Do you think we should just go and stand there?
And that's the state that you found our house in, our current house in South Peabody.
That's right.
It was a bit of a lure. I'm not afraid of that. Maybe it's meant for us to go stay the night there. That was how you found our current dwelling. Was you betted on spooky.
Right. Although there was a home there before, like yours. Mine, I think, is more of
You think it's burned
rubble.
all the
But
way
perhaps we could
down. It might make a good shelter.
get out a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Sleeping under the full moon is
Sorry,
good
I'm
luck.
being selfish. I don't sleep.
I say we sleep in the rubble. I could
sounds
use.
good.
I love this. They would much rather sleep in a dilapidated, burnt building than the ranch I've offered.
A full ranch.
Yeah,
a full ranch.
full
Major
farmhouse.
emotional
I
work
know.
to do with the
Yeah.
ranch.
If you don't have
Rude.
many options, I'm not staying with Ma.
I know you're not staying with Mom.
You don't have a room upstairs?
No, Ma says she's
No.
not staying with Mom.
No. Me and the crabs.
Do I have a friend here? Do I have a friend?
I mean, Mercer Perkins.
Not me in the crowd.
Oh. No.
Mercer Perkins. But that might be the extent. You're very old. Most
Yeah.
of the people you know are dead.
Right. I think
Right.
my old home would be a beautiful return to form.
From what we're hearing about it, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of visitors. It sounds like we'll
Absolutely,
kind
yeah,
of
especially
spook
at
off.
night, full moon.
Yeah. I think we'll be safe there.
Yeah.
We can bury ourselves in rubble and no one will find
I've
us.
slept in worse.
I'll poke around during the night.
You actually haunt it.
I will scare them off in my ghost way.
Very good.
Let's go there.
I'm gonna pay Ma 11 gold. Because Philip ate 10 whole crabs.
Very good. Yes. She takes it. She says, "Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
hope you're loyal to me too."
He whispers, and I just smile nervously and walk away.
All right. I got business to attend to. So, you eat more crabs or what?
I'll be seeing you later.
Okay, Philippa.
Got my fill. Lovely establishment. We'll see you soon.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
see
Ma.
you soon.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Mom.
Great.
To the rubble.
Have we parted ways at this point?
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So, so you guys are going
Just
to
another way.
burn back,
Burn back.
and you are going to your ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Let's start with Eliza. Eliza, you make your way through town, past the general store, past this large pole with a sort of cloak on it, and you make your way sort of far to your ranch, which is sort of on the outskirts so that you can have all this land. And yeah, you make it there. It is so silent out. Nobody seems to be out, but you do make it there in safety.
As I approach, I slow down a little bit. It's been just about a year since I've been there, and a lot of memories still exist there. I'm thinking of my husband and the work that we did there, and see the state of the farmland, the land that we have, how it's kind of gone to the dogs. Yeah, like all all of the crops and the food and stuff that we were growing. It's just brown and withered and unkempt. So I think I take a moment to mourn that for a minute. And then I say to Kate, welcome home.
I don't remember it like this.
No, baby, it didn't used to look like this. Let's go find out what your brother's been doing with it then, shouldn't we?
Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, go in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you knock or do you just walk in?
I knock as I'm letting myself in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hello?
Son, it's me, your mother, and your sister, Kate.
You hear like a bowl getting set down and then footsteps approaching and then your son appears. He's wearing a sort of very conservative Puritan garb with a cross on his around his neck, and he sort of looks at you. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry to intrude, Daniel. I didn't mean to come unannounced. I've come back just to. I wanted to see how you were doing.
When did you get here?
Just now. Just
Today.
now. Today, yeah.
Well, I'm all right, Mother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a long year, and I'm doing better.
Cassidy, at this moment, I would like you to roll on the suspicion gauge.
My fucking son.
Oh, I got
So roll
goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
roll 3 d10.
3 d10. You
Oh,
need a
3
d10.
I do need a D10.
Here's one.
Okay.
Here's another.
Alright, I'll roll you. So 5, 0,
That's
Okay.
a 10.
and 0.
Okay.
No, that's a 10. Those are both 10s.
Yeah, zero's a 10.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes.
right.
Yeah, so mark
Okay, yeah.
1 somewhere on your sheets, and all of you guys should make little boxes on your sheets for your suspicion marks. You can mark 1 mark of suspicion.
Because it was what, under, what is it? The
It's under 6.
under 6.
6 or under. Yeah,
Okay.
it's suspicion.
6 is when we go to trial.
Yes. Well, 6, it's all 6. So if you roll 6 and under, you get a mark, and if you get 6 of those marks,
Right.
you
Right.
get a trial. I don't think you should be here. And at that moment, I'd like to go to the audience. And I would like to ask you guys: is the window?
I hate that.
Is the window
That's
open or
the
closed?
worst.
Exclamation vote.
Yeah, exclamation point vote open, or exclamation point vote closed.
What do you guys want? We can vote. Also, we have 1 vote. We can vote for it. Yeah.
Like
I think it's
one-
closed.
No, it's. Oh, it's closed. Okay.
It's October. I like to leave my
You like
windows open in
closed?
October, so
And
I like
he's-
open.
He seems like a very.
You're there. You
Yeah,
decide.
and if it's a tie, we decide.
You
Yeah.
decide.
Feels
Oh,
open
we
to
got
me.
2 votes open, 1
It's
vote
open
closed.
to cast. All right, we have
Oh,
5 and
5
3.
votes open, 3 votes closed.
Ooh. I don't
And with
know.
6 seconds left. Does anyone need a drink? Anyone need a little beer or
A shot.
a shot? Okay, and with that, the poll is closed. The window is open.
Ooh.
All right. And Daniel, your son, says, I don't think you should be here, Mother.
Daniel, is that any way to treat your mother? Come all this way to come see you, and it's the middle of the night practically. You're not gonna make us walk all the way back, are you? Your sister?
I suppose I won't, but you're alone, the 2 of you.
Yes, we're alone.
All right, I've just made dinner. Come. And he sort of leads you into the other room, or gestures for you to come to the other room.
So Daniel.
I've been busy at work. I've really been putting myself out there as an upstanding citizen of the town.
I can see that. I can see that. And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel wonderful, like I'm doing my part for the community.
So what is it exactly that you're doing? What is your part?
It's to trust in my community. It's to trust in my faith. And it's to trust in myself, ultimately.
Well, that does sound very good. That does sound good. And you're happy.
Yes. Roll an insight check.
I'm scared, Daniel. 12?
You know your son, and something seemed off when he said yes, but it didn't seem like it was unlike him, right? That he's almost like he was trying to convince himself yes. And at that moment, through the window, a bird, a crow comes flying in. It flies around, flitting, and it sort of bats at you guys as it flies around your head. Make a perception check.
17.
17. The bird's holding something in its hands, in its claws.
Ooh, Daniel, help me get this bird. Daniel, Kate.
Kate starts to try. Okay, yeah. Roll a flat sort of dexterity check.
I can do animal handling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please, yes, that sounds great.
I'm proficient in that. So, an 11. What's that gonna do?
An 11. It takes you a while, but Kate also has her hand on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, with some alacrity, she sort of uses some tactics.
Yes, baby girl.
It takes you a while, but she sort of grabs it. She grabs it by the feet, and she takes out what's in its hand, immediately sort of releasing it as if.
Ooh, what is that?
She hands it to you.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, Jesus. I'll read it aloud. For my house
audience.
Yeah. Matthew 8:31. The demons begged Jesus, "If you drive us out, send us into the herd of pigs."
And at this, you see Daniel start to cry. He starts to he goes on his knees and he starts to cry.
Daniel,
I think you should leave. This is an omen.
What does this mean?
I'm not sure, but that is.
What is this? What is this? Who sent this? Do you know who sent this?
I'm not sure, but things like this don't happen when you're not around, Mother. They don't happen to me. They happen to you. I think it's best if you leave.
And where are we supposed to go?
You found your way.
This is my home, Daniel.
It has not been for the past year. And you found your way in the world before, and I have faith. I do believe in you, that you can again. I'm sorry that I'm not the same as you, but I must respectfully ask you to leave.
My son. All right. Well, this is your house then. Come on, Kate. Let's go.
And as you walk out, you see Kate sort of turn around to see her brother, who did not speak a word to her, and he sort of looks at her and turns away and starts mumbling to himself under his breath. And you make your way out.
All right.
You three.
Yeah.
You make your way to Burned Bag, the remnants of Philippa Bag's old home in Salem. It doesn't take you long. It's a small village, and you find your way to Burned Bag, which is you pass the big sort of pole you saw in the center of town. You pass the church that is seems to be connected to a household. And then there's a small sort of inlet, and then just past that, on a sort of meeting of two water inlets, is a burned house that is all alone, sort of standing there.
How burned are we talking?
We're talking burned. It is, and especially over the years. So it seems to be a house that just burned, but still sort of stood. But over the years, the sort of just age has made it fall and sort of crumble a bit into sort of a ruin now. There's something weirdly sort of artistic about it. It's like almost like the MoMA. I'm saying like there's like spires and things that there's things that sort of are fully still standing, but there are other parts that are sort of completely flattened.
Got it.
It's beautiful.
Philip, have you even seen this?
Not since the night it was burned. I've never come back.
How is it seeing it now?
A bit rustic. But it does feel like home.
Yeah.
Can we get inside? Like, is it structural enough to go in?
It seems pretty open. Yes, the door's fallen off, and you don't know about the structural integrity of all of it, but it seems to be a place where you can. There's a lot of empty space.
There's parts that like ceiling above our heads is still intact. Like if we go into like the ground floor area.
Barely. Most of it is not, but I would say that the front facade of it, there's part of the ceiling going back is still sort of like almost like an awning. But for the most part, the ceiling has collapsed. Yeah.
Well, I'll go in first because I'm not going to disturb anything by floating in. So I'll go in.
Right. Do you float around stuff, or do you just try to sort of float through?
First, I'm gonna float around stuff. Is anything noticeable? Splat.
Oh, the splat.
Is there anything noteworthy with me? You know, I would go in whatever opening and kind of go around walls at first. Is there anything notable happening right away?
Yes. Make an investigation check.
D20?
Yes.
Oh. It's a 3.
Well,
Oh,
you have
but
to
I
add
also
your
have-
stuff, yeah.
Oh. Investigation, intelligence. Okay, 4. Get ready. But I also have. Well, no, that's different. I have danger sense, but that's.
Yeah, I think in you trying to sort of like glide through the different obstacles here, you sort of don't. You're not really focusing in on anything specifically. But
I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna look around for something that looks like quite foundational to the building.
Yeah.
And put a hand, like an arm through it.
Yeah. Are you talking about the ground itself, or are you talking
No, like a
about
beam or anything. Yeah.
Cool.
A beam or a wall or something.
Yeah, there seems to be towards the back that there's it almost looks like an outhouse. There's like a standing sort of room all of its own. But yeah, it's not like really connected to anything. But is that?
No, I want to know if like my friends can walk inside and it not be dangerous for them because I'm floating. You know, so I guess floor then. Okay,
yeah. So you put your hand in, and yeah, your hand does pass through. As it passes through, the clothing on your arm sort of goes up your arm, and then as you pull it out, it sort of reappears.
Yeah.
It doesn't look. Again, you don't have the same sort of tactile senses as everybody, so you can't guarantee that it's structurally sound for everybody. But
I have a little push.
It seems as though, people, and based on what Ma told you as well, like children run around here.
Okay.
So it doesn't. You don't believe that it would be super dangerous for them to come in.
Well, it seems okay.
All right.
I'm gonna head in.
Yeah, I'll follow with Philip.
Great. You guys head in, and it's cold, it's dark, and it's silent. What do? Set up for bed?
If there's a middle area of like the ground floor, I think Philip and I would start like kicking things away in sort of a circle to clear an area, and then whispering into Philip's ear would kind of mutter an incantation, and Philip's mouth would open and then would create bonfire.
Amazing.
In the middle of the ground, trying to clear flammable objects out of the way. Most of it's already charred and stuff, but like just to keep us warm in there. Yeah.
Great. You do so.
This goat is very special.
No goats like this have ever wandered onto the estate back in South Peabody.
Well, I mean, Reaper is pretty unique, but
Sure.
Not a goat.
not a goat.
Not a goat. When did you meet?
Philip showed up about 2 years ago, and then I had to leave with him about 1 year ago.
From where? Where did you meet him?
Boston. It's a little settlement south of here.
And why must you go with him? Did your parents know?
Take a biscuit.
Thank you. I eat half and then I feed the rest. Just open the jar. Stuff it down. Did you ask why I had to leave?
Yes.
They didn't like Philip there, and my parents didn't trust him. So I took him where he's going to be safe. So I'm trying to find that.
Driven out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Aren't you worried about what your parents? They might think you're
They'll be
dead.
fine. What?
They might be afraid that you're dead.
They tried to kill me, so
They might be. They might be afraid that you're alive.
I think that's probably closer to the truth. But show us then.
And is that because Philip is magic?
Well, Philip taught me how to dance, and they didn't like that, and so they said that he had to leave, and so I tried to stop them, and things just got a little out of hand. So we've been on the road now for some time.
I see.
A year, even, it sounds like, you've been on the road.
We've been a lot of places.
Yeah.
Philip likes to travel.
What's the best thing you've seen?
Lots of goats. I've seen a lot of goats. Met a lot of goats, but none of them are as nice as Philip.
Does he perk up when he sees one?
Specific ones, yes.
I've gotta speak animal to Philip.
Yeah,
I can't not. It's time.
You guys speak with animals?
I gotta speak goat. I'm gonna say Matt, that boop, that me, and then what that means is what the fuck is happening here on this day?
You see Philip staring always towards Marjorie, and one of his eyes goes, and slowly it drifts back, and from his mouth, just breath.
I know you hear me.
Clop, 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 clop. He was the other side of Marjorie.
It's okay. She's not going to hurt you.
What did you say to him?
Did you?
You heard me.
Are you just guessing at the language?
Well, yes. Giving it my best shot. I'm gonna look back at Philip, and is he looking at me?
Yes, he is looking at you. It's sort of unclear sometimes if he is looking around you or at you, but yes, he does seem to be looking at you.
And has an animal ever, when speaking this spell, has an animal ever not spoken with me?
Yeah, I mean, you know that like the animal has its agency, so it's like the animal can choose not to respond. I would say that most of the time animals are so dumbfounded that you're speaking to them that they like to respond to you, but it's not a requirement. No.
Philip's a little bit shy. I'm sorry.
Well, Philippa is a little bit abrasive, so I'm sorry. Please.
I understand that's a bit confusing. I'm so sorry. You know, but it's his name. He told me.
And
What?
at this moment, you guys hear it. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Ooh.
It's a sound. It's like a drum or almost like something shaking the ground. It's everywhere. It's above you. It's around you. It's all over the town. Boom. 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 Everyone make a perception check. Even Eliza.
14.
15.
15.
16.
What was the one?
What does the bubble mean?
That you add your proficiency modifier.
It's-
So
Yeah,
that
it
should
should
be
already
plus
be
5.
added though.
Well, no, you have.
Oh, it is a minus
so
one.
You should.
Or
I
plus
rolled 13, and so then I added 2, which is 15.
And then
Wait,
you add
wait,
your
No, you need to
proficiency
add
if it's
3.
bubbled, so it's a plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call it 18.
Okay, I will. So you guys look around after hearing this noise, and from the woods that you came out of, you see something, all of you. At first, it's a rustle in the bushes potentially. Is it Reaper or is it, Ma with her crabs again?
It's a couple extra bucks for the day.
Yeah. But as you look further, you see coming out of the ground.
Oh.
Okay.
The body.
Big crab.
Oh yeah, big crab. The body of a Puritan man,
Ah.
Oh, I hate
and he
that.
grabs a silver whistle.
Oh.
Oh,
A
dear.
dog, a wolf comes crawling out of the ground. Other bodies come crawling out of the ground. Eliza, where when you are walking out from your home, having been shunned from your son,
Bitch ass motherfucker.
you take a look into the
No,
woods
we gotta talk about Daniel.
and you see a figure crawling out of the ground, having a dazed look in their eyes. He pulls a bow.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What?
Eliza,
Whoa.
Eliza, what are you doing?
Hubby?
Oh.
And I'm asking the audience, does he hug Eliza?
Oh!
Wait, he's dead?
Does this dead man crawling out from the ground hug Eliza?
Oh.
Are we?
Ex-
Do we see like the other ones though that are coming out?
saw
You see the
him
other
and
ones
a
coming
dog
out, yeah.
and how many
Pickle!
others?
Okay, exclamation
Pickle
point.
it out.
Hug.
Exclamation point,
Hug.
vote hug. for hug her, you fool. Exclamation point, vote no hug for what? No.
What do we want to vote, you guys?
I mean,
I don't want
Do we
to.
vote?
I don't want to vote on
What do we
this
wanna
one.
do?
no vote.
You.
We've got 2 votes, hug her. 1 vote, what? No.
I mean,
What do you want to do?
always a hug.
Hug?
Gotta go hug.
4 votes, no. 2
Oh.
votes, yes.
Alright, we're doing hug. We'll see what everyone wants.
This is surprising. I thought everyone would go hug.
With 4 seconds left, we're at 5 votes, no hug. 3 votes, hug her. The poll has closed.
Ooh.
No hug. You see him, the figure of John Blackfoot, your husband, standing in front of you. And you see him start to come towards you. Stay back, stay back.
I mean, I moved Kate behind me.
For sure.
Kate, go back to the house. Go back to the house. What's happened to you?
I have something to tell you. And we'll pick it up there.
Oh!
Um,
Hey, the survey didn't kill us. It didn't do the hug. The
No.
hug would have been bad.
Okay, that is it. Thank you guys so
Wow.
much for joining us on this
Wow.
spooky adventure.
Wow.
Our husband on the scene.
Yes, thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure to
Yeah.
DM for you. It's been such a pleasure to DM with you, the audience. And we will pick this up next week. We will do this every week of October until our story is rounded out. We will find out what is going on up in
Gosh.
Salem
Wow.
with these friends of ours.
Can I just give a quick shout out to Carson?
Yeah!
He's put in so much work
Incredible.
into the show.
Incredible.
So excited for what we have in store.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So what?
And shout out to Jack. Jack helped a lot with this tech. And
Shout out to Ryan.
Ryan.
Sylvie in the chat.
Jack Dentinger really helped
Jack
me with
Dentinger.
crafting a lot
Shout
of
out to this
story elements.
beautiful cast.
Thank you, beautiful cast. My lover brought me an edible arrangement.
Shout out to the edible arrangement!
Wow.
Arrangement.
Gorgeous.
Really sweet. I'm gonna have one right now.
Yeah. Do.
Oh god.
All right, that is it, you guys. I hope you had such a fun time with us in the silliness, in the drama, and we will see you next time.
Next
Yeah.
Thursday, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time, every week in October.
Spooky.
Please don't kill us. Thank you for not killing us.
Please don't
Thank you,
kill
guys.
us.
Join follow the Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and the Discord. See you there.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.